Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Obviously Pretty Little Liars is coming to an end, and at the time that I'm recording this I think I'm on episode 715. Obviously I might be a bit behind with a few things, but based on watching that episode I have come up with a theory that has been going around in my mind for some time, but this episode kind of confirmed it for me. And let me just say that I have tons of theories, and there are loads of theories out there that I would prefer to be right as opposed to this one. I really don't want this one to be right because this is such a stupid end game and I really don't want it to be true, and I don't want to be right. I would really rather have Aria be A, or to have Spencer's twin be A, although to be honest I don't really want to go the twin route. I'd rather if, you know, Spencer had split personality disorder or something, which, you know, there have been hints of and stuff, but I'm not going to go into that. Or even Aria having split personality with being sent to Radley with what's in her file. I know that this theory is more likely to happen because, as we've seen in the past, the writers they tend to disappoint a little bit, and when CC was revealed as A, that was so disappointing, and I hope that they can redeem themselves. But with the whole, there are some things that we saw coming, like Mary being Spencer's mum, things like that, and you know, there are just some things that I feel like they've just taken from fan theories or something. This is my theory on how Paige is AD. Let's start on Paige's motive. Sorry, my voice is really not good today. Now, a lot of people are saying that Paige can't be AD because of the whole AD impregnating Alison with Emily's ex. Now, I have a theory that I haven't seen anyone else writing on, and I tried to explain this to my friend at work and she was like, I don't get it. This is my theory and I believe that it's probably right. You're all like, oh, she's in love with Emily, why the fuck would she impregnate Ali with Emily's ex if she knew she was going to lose her and blah blah blah, and if she wanted to be with Emily. Now, as you see in season 1, they have flashbacks of Alison taunting Pigskin Paige, calling her names, you know. She leaves a letter pretending to be Emily and saying that she's in love with her, so obviously we know that Paige was closeted and had feelings for Emily back then, and so this would be an incentive for her to hate Alison, and she always has been pretty open with her hatred towards Alison. I believe that she stopped having feelings for Emily after this because she felt such hatred and spite towards Alison, and when she saw that there was something between Emily and Alison, which she might have picked up on when they were at school, she became jealous and started hating Emily for not loving her, and started to think, you know, Emily is always choosing her over me, blah blah blah. Started getting real jealous and all that kind of shit. Now, I can't remember because I haven't rewatched the series for a while, so if I get anything wrong just let me know, but you know, obviously Paige starts dating Emily, and then Paige finds out that Alison is alive through Emily, and she tries to hand it into the police to tell them that Alison is alive and blah blah blah, because she's getting jealous of the fact that Emily is still helping Alison even after everything, and even though Emily and Paige are together, she is still putting Alison first. So therefore Paige would be jealous and annoyed, and that's why she gives in the notice, the note to the police saying that Ali is alive. Obviously in the beginning we see a really violent side towards Paige. She, you know, tries to drown Emily, like, so clearly that shows the side of her that hates Emily secretly. You know, I'm sorry, but you don't just drown someone because you're angry at them. I can't remember what she said as to why she did that or anything, but I don't believe anything that Paige says, and she's always been shady as fuck, and I think that anyone that is capable of drowning someone that they have feelings for, their feelings are not real. I feel like she's pretending to still have a thing for Emily and get into a relationship with her and stuff in order to get back at the girls and see into their lives and torture them and blah 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 blah. However, I don't think she was AD to begin with. I think she got with Emily, saw, you know, all the stuff going on between Emily and Ali and the girls, and got jealous and shit, and then there's a scene where they all meet up, Mona pulls a meeting, and I can't remember which episode it's in. I'm going to have to do some research, but she pulls them all together, and I was about to call her Pigskin. Paige walks in and she's like, I don't want anything to do with this, blah blah blah. And at that point I believe she's innocent and that she still cares for Emily, but her feelings of hatred are starting to boil because she can feel how much Emily loves Ali more than her, despite what she says. Melissa comes in, so Paige decides that she's going to stay. And this is where I believe that Paige became AD. And this is where I believe she became entangled in all the A-team stuff. And I don't really believe that Mona is innocent. And I think that they're all part of the main A-team, all the people in that room. I think Melissa has to do with it. She just started to hate the girls more and more and more, and I think it kind of was a gradual thing where she was just spying on them through her relationship with Emily, and she just began hating Emily even more, and then it became a fake relationship where she pretended to love her, and I think she lost her love for her from seeing how much she cared for Ali more than her. So this leads me on to believe that she did actually impregnate Ali because she wanted to see if Emily would choose, like in her fucked up mind, she wanted to see if Emily would choose Ali above her one last time before she got her final revenge, which is why episode 7x14 is supposedly her last episode, because she just vanishes from their lives and she doesn't want to pretend anymore, and she doesn't want to pretend to be Emily's girlfriend anymore. She just wants to be AD and just get revenge. Obviously she's not going to give up her identity, which is why she uses Arya's face. And for me, the whole episode, even though it was right in front of you and people were like, nah, it's too obvious, too obviously, or blah blah blah, like, I feel like they did that on purpose with the shots and everything going between, and it just seemed like the whole scene where she's over Ali and she's like, you lock your door or something like that, you should watch that. I know that was really obvious and you might think it's a red herring because they always give us red herrings, but with Cece they had her in a black hoodie in front of us and we didn't even know. I think this is the same thing here, and because they're trying to also do the whole Lucas's AD thing, I think that's a throw off and that's just a separate storyline, and that just is a reason why Lucas is involved in the whole team rather than him being actual AD or anything like that. I believe that she impregnated Ali, and then when Emily chose to have the baby, that was when Paige lost it and was like, right, now I know this is my chance, this is where I have to end the game, I'm done here. Like, she's just gonna choose Ali for the rest of her life, bring up the baby with her and just be with her happy. And I think she truly hates Emily, because you see in the scene where they're having a goodbye and they're like crying and they kiss each other, and then Paige walks away and you just see her face turn and she just turns stone cold and like there's no emotion anymore, like it was an act. And I just think that that proves it, that she's been acting her relationship with Emily from a certain point. There was this turning point where she just changed and was no longer actually in the relationship, she was just pretending. I know that most people will say that there's plot holes here and there, but I haven't really thought it full on through, but I do believe that that's what it is. And with the whole IMBD page leaking that she was AD, I just feel like it's going to be a huge disappointment because everyone knew and people are going to get super triggered because she was put on IMBD as being AD in the last episode, and I think that she will end up being AD. But I think there will be a whole team behind it of people helping her, and it wouldn't have been her acting solely alone, but she is the main leader. She kind of got Cece to cover for her and say that she was the main A, but actually she just did that so she could get away with it. But I do believe that Cece was obviously a big part of the A-team, and maybe she was like the assistant AD, like the second one down. I believe that AD, i.e. Paige, was working closely with Cece to bring the girls down. That's what I believe. I think that Cece's link to the De Laurentiis family and all of that stuff that happened, I think that that kind of links in with why they all hate Ali and why Paige joined Cece in hurting Ali. And so when Cece died, Paige ultimately took over the role of being the main A even more so. I believe that they were working together the entire time. I believe that they were closer than, you know, Sarah Harvey and Cece. Like, that just made no sense to me. I feel like Sarah Harvey just took the blame and actually Paige was the one that was in on it all and was redcoat and all this shit. I really hope that's true, because it would make more sense than what they gave us with the Cece thing. There's a lot of plot holes there, and I think that it's for a reason. Like, Cece knew she was a Drake, and she hated Ali, obviously, because of Dr. Rollins and all this shit. I do also very much believe the theories on, you know, Spencer having a twin, which I really hate. I really don't want her to be a twin, but I just know that they're going to do something stupid like that. I feel like she's going to have a twin and it's going to be Mary's third child, but I don't think that she will be, you know, AD or anything like that. I don't think she's involved in the team. I think she's just trying to help Mary, to help Spencer. I don't know. But that bit I haven't got an explanation on, but I don't think that Spencer's twin will be part of the whole shebang. Obviously, let me know what you think of this theory, and I know it's a bit all over the place. I hope I made myself clear and I made sense, but that's what I think. I think that Paige is AD. I really hope she's not. I really want it to be Arya. I've always wanted it to be Arya since the very beginning, or for it to be Ezra, because that would be so funny, because he's already been revealed once, so it would be hilarious, and it would be such a shock because no one would see it coming, because he's already been a red herring like Cece was, and it would be the ultimate betrayal. And I think that would make sense from the beginning, because he's always been a shady freaking character. But I know that they're not going to go that way, because it's just going to be a disappointment. That's just what I think. I do hope that we get all the answers that we need. I hope that it all lines up and makes sense, even if it's obvious and it's an obvious person. As long as it all like lines up and all the story makes sense and there's no plot holes, then I'll be happy. I don't want my theory to be right, but at the same time I do, because I feel like I'm the only person I've seen like actually saying this stuff. But maybe I'm wrong, that someone else might have made a theory like this somewhere and I just haven't seen it. I do think that Paige is AD and that she impregnated Ali. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. Tell me your theories, because I'm really interested. I love reading theories. So if you leave down your theories and stuff down below, that would be awesome. Please don't spoil anything for me. And you can like, you can subscribe. I make new videos every Thursday and Sunday. And I will see you probably in my next video, which will be most likely a vlog from London seeing Emma Blackery, if I edit it on time. So yeah, see ya!